Ventura, and I'm by the pool. I was sat, having a real hard time, listening to the music and going for a swim and having a beer. And I thought, you know what? I really need to speak to my friends who are connected to me and follow me on my podcast. So it's great to be here, sharing with you some tried, tested and proven ideas to grow your business. Now today, I was listening on Audible. You probably know of Audible as it's basically spoken book. And I don't know about you, but I'm a bit lazy and I find reading to be quite hard work. It's also something that you can't do while you're doing something else. So I do lots of learning right now on podcasts like this, and certainly on Audible, and it's a great way of doing so because I can be by the pool relaxing with my eyes closed. I can be driving down the road, hopefully without my eyes closed, in fact definitely without them closed. I can have my Spreaker video on the on my speakers, listening to that, and that's great. So I'm encouraging you to go and look at Audible as a way of learning new stuff and ways in which you can grow your business. B, go and have a look at some of the fantastic business development type videos and books on there, go and do that. I strongly encourage you to do that. But C, I was listening to a guy that I've been listening to quite a lot recently. It's a guy called Gary Vaynerchuk. He's actually a Russian who moved to the USA back when he was a kid, and he's built this fantastic business. And he's a real sort of straight talking guy. He really does not hold his punches. And I was just listening to him, and he said, you know what? Most people who attend his courses, and he runs, massive courses, speaks at events, thousands of people, he said most of them don't actually go on to become millionaires. He teaches them this stuff, they learn some great ideas, and guess what they do with them? You're absolutely right, nothing. And I just heard Gary say, he said, do you know what? The biggest problem that he sees in small businesses, he says they don't do fuck all. And they were his words and not mine. And I think that's true. I see it. I've been doing this now for 27 years. I've worked with thousands of businesses in hundreds of industries, and I've helped many of them to make millions upon millions of extra unforeseen pounds that they, leads that they didn't know were there, and business that they've created. But I can tell you, many of the people that have come on my workshops over the years have actually made nothing. And that's because they've taken no action. So, action is the key. I've just recently delivered my LinkedIn lead gen conference. We had a great group of people. Everybody went away and they were saying, "Oh, it's fantastic, Steve. I've learned so much today, and it's been the best seminar I've been on," and I'm getting great feedback like that. And obviously, I love hearing that sort of thing. But I hate, and I really mean, really hate going back, and phoning them up a month later and going, "How's it gone?" And they go, Steve, I've been busy, and, I had to do this, and we had to do that. That's just bullshit. If you're committed, if you're really serious about growing your business, there is, you cannot let this, mentality rule your lives. There is only one way of you growing your business, and that is becoming better at selling and marketing your products and services. That is it. Okay, yeah, you can save a little bit of money here and a little bit of money there, but if you're in a business right now where you're using this bullshit excuse about being too busy to market and sell your business, too busy to pick up the phone, too busy to learn how to use LinkedIn or go on a course or whatever it is, whatever your excuse is, it is just bullshit. You've got to find a way. Tony Robbins always says, and it's a saying that I've used for many years, and that is, there's always a way if you're committed. Right back to my days in table tennis. I was never the most talented player, but I tell you what, I worked harder than all of them. And I'm sure, that if you do the same, if I asked you this year how much effort have you honestly put into sales and marketing? You know, how much of your time, how much money have you invested? You know, I'm sure it's probably not enough, and the results that you've got were probably not good enough. So if that's you, and if you want to do better next year than you did this year, then, you know, why don't we have a conversation? Why don't you come to my office, so we could meet via Zoom on an online meeting, and we could just talk about, you know, the results you're getting right now, the results you want, and maybe even put a plan together as to how you could do that. And if you want to do that, go to my website. It's www.stevemills.co, and drop me a quick message, and it'd be fantastic to meet you and find out a little bit more about you, your business, and what you're looking to do. Thanks ever so much for listening, and look forward to speaking soon.